testing out this chest holder again. I got the phone holder bar flipped around to the phone's backside, and the clip that holds the hinge flipped upside down so it's a little bit higher. Not exactly liking this particular phone holder, but it will do, I guess. Just over 80 degrees, just after 8 a.m. It's going to be a hot one. Looks like we're going to be sitting in the mid to high 90s for the next 2 weeks. I tightened down the string a little bit. Now you can see. This cameraman will get better, I promise. See how loose that is? Her arm's strong enough, and it's maintaining its overall stretching out, okay? So I'm gonna take this off. For anybody younger than 43, understand that your hands will stop functioning like it did when you were in your 20s. My fingers feel like little stubby sausages because I can't feel my fingertips. So I'm guessing what I'm touching. I have to do most things by visual. Here we go. Damn, lassoed that son of a bitch. Okay. So I will go and get some wire ties, okay, and do some bonsai stressing. Keep her arm out straight, okay. And this one can be shimmying up just a little bit, maybe. Past that leaf. Get that thing out of my hand. It's a little bit better. See? So again, I can take some twist ties and straighten that arm out. It's no big deal. Okay. What I'm trying to achieve is that damn near perfect 90-degree angle going across. But it's not 100%. It's not guaranteed. You just want to get it as close as possible. Okay. That's what will help with strong branches and holding the weight of heavy fruit, such as peach. Papaya is getting taller. It was shorter than the guava. Now you get the zip tie and bring her a little bit closer. Like that. I got some garden Velcro. It's green, narrow. I'm gonna try that out. I got that at Home Depot yesterday. Got some tree sticks too. I can replace these ridiculous ass sticks in my mop pole or in my broom pole. It's all good though. I got 8-footers, so hopefully they will be tall enough. That looks awfully red. It's not even trying. It's so weird. It's okay. Everything's doing good today. All those figs already. It's supposed to be the LSU purple fig. I got that from Smith's Garden Town. Would you look at that? It's blushing real good. But it's really tight, which tells me it started flowering while it was in that small pot. Okay. That's why they're not getting much bigger. So when I say more roots, more fruits, that's no joke. But at the same time, you have to have the right or proper root structure to get the proper size, shape, whatever your fruit's supposed to look like, mature. That's what you want to achieve. But you cannot do that without the proper root system. That's loose too. Okay. So I'll work on that later. I like how it's all turning out. I'm just obsessed with looking at the citrus in my peach tree that I'm shaping. Every gardener knows what I'm talking about. Oh man, the high chia came off. That sucks. It's alright. It's okay. Whatever. It's whatever. I was just hoping at least to get a couple mature. There's 1, 2 high chia left on that tree. Oh, there's 3. And then there's 1, 2, 3, 4 giant fuyus left. But anyway, as I was saying, Daddy's always proud of his babies. I know that sounds ridiculous. I'm on a hunt for a particular shade cloth for the garden. I want to minimize the overall footprint of this shade cloth because some of my stuff needs to be in full sun, in the Texas full sun. My only other option is to do like a 25% over the entire food garden area to accommodate everything without dimming the light too much. Got some cherry tomatoes developing I need to keep an eye on today. There should be, there's one I could take, but I'll just come back in a little bit. See how lush and full this looks? It looks shiny and just praying up to the light. I don't know if you all can see how dark that is. Probably not. Just a second, I'm getting covered in spider webs just trying to walk into the food plot. There we go. So, these girls are responding great, okay? All the way down the line. You see that? And all I've done so far is just the watering. The weather has been so shitty, I have not been able to come back to this project and finish the beds, okay? Now, some of this does look scraggly. It's fine. But I want to point out stuff like this. Okay? There's my finger. Okay? Now, that's a sucker. Most people cut that off. But I just did some very aggressive manhandling and trimming. And I'm allowing all these new leaders, central leaders, head starts, whatever you want to call them, to come back, okay? That's all going to fill in, and all you got to do is trim it like a hedge, and also using the open center method, okay? So you'll have a canopy, just like this, okay? And just like I tried to explain before, skirt your baby, okay? Allow it to be foliage here, allowing the flowers and leaves to live together while it's pollinating. Once you start seeing all your tomatoes developing within your bush, and your bush is growing up there, okay, you need to start opening that center where the tomatoes are. They no longer need those leaves, okay? Just let them be like that, all right? All you need is the canopy above for the sunlight, for the power to grow and ripen these tomatoes, okay? A long time ago, let's see, I'm 43 years ago now, so I want to say almost 25 years ago, I saw people growing tomatoes like this on production, okay? And then the cannabis industry back then while it was still secret in your closet, would take tidbits from gardening, such as scrogging your garden, okay? This is how major agricultural people do certain plants for their production, all right? So with tomatoes, again, we skirted the bottom when it was a baby, okay? And it grew up to about where the rope is, all right? And it was all full down there. And then once the weight started increasing, and I did the super lazy part and just let it grow on the ground before I did this demonstration, it was getting so full that it couldn't sustain some of these tomatoes, all right? Now, bringing it up and giving it the support and allowing these stems to harden off in this position will give you the support, okay? Also, when I rake this back, I'm going to be putting food down, like I said, and then another layer of soil to cover these crowns, all right? And then mulch on top. This is how I saw it when I was a young man, okay? This is what was told to me how they did it. And these are the things that I saw when I was young. At that time, I had no desire and no need to want to keep that knowledge. But as I got older, I found that that knowledge is very important. I know I'm kind of babbling at this point, but my point being, I'm trying to bring back the way things used to be so people understand that what y'all got going on now is new age stuff, like the Florida weave or whatever that thing is where you got the strings coming down and you're clipping your tomato up the string. Both of those are great. I've used those. Okay? Here in Squirrel's Garden, I'm going to bring back a bunch of different things. Okay? And where we're standing right now, I'm going to say it again. I am incorporating every last thing you can imagine from the internet. Okay? This is a combination of permaculture, it's going to be Korean natural farming, included into this garden. And if you don't know what Korean natural farming is, it's fermenting all of your fertilizers, all of your amendments, all of your nutrition for the plants itself, okay? We're incorporating containers and beds into the same garden. We're putting trees in beds that are appropriate for their size and keeping them trimmed so they will maintain their life long term, okay? We're putting similar type of plants together, okay? All the way down the line. We're using the beds still within the chips to demonstrate or to try to replicate Mother Nature, okay? If I already had the chips down and processed and in this position right now, and if they were a foot or more deep, I could simply just push some stuff to the side, put some soil in there, and pack the chips down real tight and make a bed, okay? But in this instance, I'm using this cheap ass wood to hold my form while I got everything put together. Yes, this will break down and it'll be just fine because I want more chips. I want to build this up and recreate this whole thing for you all to see. You can do this in a relatively small area, okay? Now, I'm going to try and adjust my zoom while we're recording, okay? So just stand by. Okay, that is 0.7 aspect ratio on Zoom, okay? This is the most realistic most realistic view as per your eye on the iPhone 15 Pro Max, okay? I did this so you can really see the size. We're gonna walk all the way around. I'm getting ate up. Okay. It's fairly big. It really is. I need to do another measurement now that the fence is installed. I'm pretty sure I'm still within my 25 foot by 30 foot. Okay. Now I'm going to get out of this sunlight because I can't even see the screen. Okay. And zoom back out for a second. Okay. Now, having fisheye, you can see everything. And my hand's better. Now, my point to all this, okay? Incorporating all of this will benefit you and the plants greatly, okay? We've put down cotton burr compost and some high quality Wakefield biochar with mycorrhiza on the chips. Allowed Mother Nature to do her thing. It's now become a very soft, spongy pad, okay? We are building soil at this very moment. Yes, this bigger stuff, it's gonna take years for that shit to break down. But look at this random spot right here. You see that? No, you can't. Yes, you can. Okay, and this is all soft and broke down. You see all that shit? And it's just from the dogs walking by and kicking on it, right? By this time next year, I should have a little bit of something that I could sift out of this as a good composted chip layer, and I should be able to get a lot of the fine particulates to make a compost soil. All right. The way I arrange the plants, right? They're in a position where I can get to them, also keeping it neat and orderly as much as possible, okay? You can make these beds dirt cheap. I'm sure you could. I'll have to do some research and tell you exactly how much it would cost to build these compared to buying them on Amazon. But when I figure out better how to do the post-production stuff, like the editing, I'll figure out how to give you all my links to all the products that I've used. Still haven't figured out how to do the affiliate linking to the product that I've purchased just yet. Maybe it's just simply giving you that link, but I just want to make sure I'm doing it right. I don't want to give you some crap. But I want you to be able to see how much these beds are. Okay, that's a 3x6. That's a 3x6. They're just a duplicate. That's a 2 foot by 8 foot. 2 foot by 8 foot duplicates, both sides, with a trellis on both sides. Okay, and then I think it was like 16 inches by 4 foot long. So they're long and narrow. So I got all of them. Okay, and all the other wood hardware you see, and it's just me building on it. Okay, with scrap wood. The bucket's $10 at Home Depot, okay? And I transformed them into a planter. There's just so many things here that I want to emphasize over time, and I'll see it, and then I'll speak about it. It's too hard to think about that on camera. Maybe I should write myself a tally of notes. So anyway, anybody can do this. They can. And I want people to get outside and really try. I know I'm an asshole. I'm a grumpy ass squirrel. I see a lot of stupid in the world, and it makes me want to just reach out and smack somebody sometimes. Yep, that one's done. What I'm doing with my hand is seeing how big it is. Okay, I'm not gonna let it get any much bigger than that. Check your garden, check your fruits every day. And this one all day. Keep track of your tomatoes. I got some ripening, I need to get those. Keep track of your babies. That one looks a little, well, it'll be okay. Overall, get in the habit, keeping track of shit, getting outside whenever you can to do this. But don't skip a moment, knowing that they need to be watered, okay? These are all babies. I have to make sure they're watered. Today's video started at 8 a.m. because I watered last night, okay? Because I needed it. It got that hot. But now everything is doing just fine. So yeah, I'm done checking, done yakking. Hope y'all have a beautiful day. This weekend, probably do some more in the garden. I gotta build that flower bed back there. All them logs, I gotta slice them up into pieces. Okay? So, y'all have a beautiful day. I'm gonna get off here. Thank you.